Bonjour, monsieur. Hello, welcome to the Saganax Hotel. How may I help you? Don't mind that. Alright, if you need me, you can contact me. I work directly under Saganax himself. And, have a good day. It's fucking late. Good evening, sir. You'll be staying in the Saganax Hotel for tonight? Let me just pour you a quick drink before you go to sleep. In this fine establishment, we have a certain way of doing business. To be a guest at this facility, you need to be a fan of Saganax. So, my question to you is, are you a fan or a hater? I thought so.
And welcome to the very first episode of the show, The Roasting Bros. I'm your host, Owen, here with your co-host, Jake. And today, I'm going to give a quick disclaimer before the video starts. This is not a response video to the video Saganax made about a year ago. This is its own original video calling out Saganax's noteworthy criticisms and critiques. And please note that this is not a response video about the video Saganax made about Jake 1 year ago.
No, it won't. It's Saganax. It's ugly.
We want Saganax, Saganax for president. We want Saganax, Saganax for president. We love you, Saganax.
Oh no! It's the Autism Speaks rally.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Saganax
Is that
is so funny.
fucking
He's so funny.
Stormtrooper?
He's so relevant.
Is he
Saganax, 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 Saganax. Oh. Saganax.
Oh, help me, Saganax! Saganax!
Sit down.
So guys, we're gonna expose Saganax for his terrible recording quality and how sometimes when he makes a claim or an argument trying to either further his point, what happens is it usually contradicts itself, and we'll get into further depth about what that means, and we'll explain like his location and where he lives and why we believe he's a liar and how he's just not a good person at all. From what we can tell from his online persona.
Watch Saganax.
Saganax is godly.
I don't wanna! Help!
You must watch Saganax. Yeah.
No, he's a gay furry!
No, he's
How
not.
dare you?
Yeah, fucking.
Saganax
Faggot.
is godly.
That's very inappropriate!
Get him up.
You fag.
Get him up.
I'm gonna get molested!
Get him in.
I'm being molested!
Oh.
Oh, tits. I stepped on his wee.
Alright, so this first thing we are going to expose Saganax for is what he did is he got one of his friends join our Discord, which we sent an invite to Saganax in hopes that he would join because we were going to talk about some stuff. And what he ended up doing is we were talking and he wanted to join our party in Discord. And so eventually, what we later found out when Saganax came to my Twitch channel, which we'll talk about later. But so apparently this guy who came into a Discord, Eel, he was recording us. And there was a law in California which is called the two-party consent law. And it says, and I quote, California's wiretapping law is a two-party consent law. California makes it a crime to record or eavesdrop on any confidential communication, including a private conversation or a telephone call, without the consent of all parties to the conversation. So essentially what happened is he knew that he was being recorded, but we didn't know that we were being recorded.
Yeah. And
because one of us and we both live in California, but one of the parties live in California, that makes it illegal. It makes it a crime to essentially record us. And Saganax says that this is not his fault because he didn't do it himself, but we have strong evidence to prove that he put him up to the task.
Yeah.
Which he makes it, he says that it's like robbing a bank and then you're getting arrested for being his friend, but it's more like if somebody robs a bank and you told them and gave them gear and supplies to go rob the bank.
OMG, so creepy. What? Is this girl like some fucking nonce to her own parents or some shit? What the hell?
Hey man, are you watching Leafy here?
Nah, man, this is Saganax. Much better.
I can't see a difference. Get off of me! Alright, so another big lie that Saganax has made up is that he lives in the country of Poland, which originally we thought, okay, maybe that's a possibility. He is Polish after all. But after digging into it and doing a little bit of research, we found out that he is living actually in New York and not in Poland whatsoever. So one piece of evidence we have to prove this is that in the description of most of his videos, he says, copyright disclaimer, under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing educational or personal use tips in the balance of favor of fair use. So, essentially, we looked this up, and the Copyright Act of 1976, as defined by Wikipedia, is a United States copyright law and remains the primary basis of copyright law in the United States, as amended by several later enacted copyright provisions. So, essentially, if he actually lives in Poland, he is putting a United States-based copyright disclaimer in the descriptions of his videos, which we already established previously. If he actually lives in Poland, there would be no use to put that there because that would not cover him.
And another thing we said, if you live in Poland, take a picture of something that's not American. Either that being something that's not in English or something that's just not American at all. Like a Polish restaurant or a Polish street that I can look up. Well, he said he'll take a picture of his school floor. Well, the thing is I'm pretty sure in Poland they had the same school floors that we have here in the USA. Which, why would you take a picture of your school floor? It's like, hey, you live in China? Yeah, let me take a picture of my wall. That'll prove everything, won't it? Alright, Spencer, what are your thoughts and opinions on Saganax himself?
Saganax makes top-of-the-line content and deserves 10 million subscribers.
Is that your honest opinion? What's your actual, true, honest opinion?
Saganax is very shit. And deserves to be burned.
So what do you think about the whole, so one of Saganax's friends went into our Discord server and he spied on us. He recorded what we said in the voice chat.
Oh yes, the obese one?
We don't know which one it was, but it was one of Saganax's friends. He recorded what we said for Saganax's benefit. What do you have to say about that?
That's kind of a bad thing to do. Like, just be a man. That's a bitch thing to do. Like, at least do it yourself, Saganax, you pussy boy.
So, Saganax on his Twitter claimed that he was scammed for $60 on Steam. Now, only someone who is severely autistic or mentally retarded can get scammed out of $60. Look, it's not like, okay, Saganax, you must have not passed first grade. Stranger danger, right? How did he get scammed $60?
I don't know. Yeah, also something I would like to add. I have a kind of decent inventory on Steam. I have two $25 skins or something like that. It's not that big. I get requests from people almost every day, either advertising like CSGO case site or trying to scam me for my skins. And it is really, really obvious if somebody is actually scamming you or if they're actually legit or want to trade or something like that. And scamming has been around since the dawn of Steam trading. There's been YouTube channels that have made themselves and have thrived off of making videos, screwing with scammers, and exposing different types of scams that are made within Steam. So, if you do 10 seconds of research, you won't get scammed unless you're a 6-year-old.
No, not even 10 seconds of research. If you just have common sense, you won't even get scammed.
Whoa. Is that a fucking stormtrooper? Is he gonna marry with a fucking stormtrooper? And who the hell is that in the back? Who is that? Is that like his grandfather or his dad? What the fuck? And there's also his mother or his grandmother. What the hell is this? It's like some family wedding. What the hell? What's going on? Oh my god, what is this? This is so cringy. I would never do this in front of my family. And if that dude is fucking grandfather's father, I don't fucking know. His fucking uncle, fucking creepy guy from the fucking street, I don't fucking know. But he's like, what is going on here? And this dude freaking
Alright, Hambone, what are your reactions of that video? What do you think of that video?
It's stupid.
Oh, it's stupid.
What do you think about, so Saganax is a YouTuber, right?
Yeah?
And he said on Twitter, you know what Twitter is, right? He said that he's trying to avoid all this drama, but then he proceeds, Hambone, look at the camera. He proceeds to go onto Owen's live stream on Twitch, and he starts harassing us. What do you think about that? Can you say that louder?
That's very mean!
Why is it mean?
Because
So you think Saganax is cringy?
yes.
Do you hate him with your guts?
Is he funny?
No.
Exposed. So Saganax uploaded a video called YouTube Might Terminate Me for this video. And we, using the Wayback Machine, we already knew this, but he has since deleted it. He put a disclaimer for seizures in his description of the video. And pretty much nobody reads YouTube descriptions for disclaimers. And putting a disclaimer for something as serious as a seizure in the description and not, for example, the beginning of the video or audibly saying it at the beginning of the video could result in many medical problems actually being caused if someone with epilepsy or something like that were to watch this video. Fortunately, I don't think it only has like 37-ish views, and I don't think anyone actually got a seizure watching this. But you went from having a medical disclaimer in the description, which is bad, but it's not as bad as you taking it out, which you later did.
Saganax claims that I only get about 50 views for every video I make. This is false. Actually, most of my videos have more than 50 views. If you go on the Saganax's channel, however, he likes to bring up the topic of views a lot. I'll tell you that if you go on Saganax's channel, many videos that are more than mine have way less than 50 videos, or 50 views, sorry. And another thing I want to point out is if you click most popular on my YouTube channel and then look at the most viewed video, and then you go all the way down to the least viewed video that has 23 views on my channel, on Saganax's channel, his least viewed video is 18 views. So if he's gonna bring up views, at least just compare those. It's a difference, okay? And views. I just want to say that me and Owen both agree on this, that it doesn't matter how much views or subscribers you get. As long as the content you're making is good, then you're a good YouTube channel. Saganax, your channel sucks. It doesn't matter how much subscribers you have or how much views you have. You're gonna be a horrible YouTuber the entire time you're on YouTube.
Also, just to add to that, while we don't think views is as important, we do focus highly on the importance of the like ratio in comparison to how good of a YouTube channel you are. For example, Saganax's very first video, which is also his most popular, which is a revolver spray guide, it has a terrible, terrible like ratio.
Okay, most of Saganax's videos have a very, very awful like to dislike ratio. If he's gonna bring up the topic of being who a better YouTuber is, or if he's gonna say that I'm a terrible YouTuber, my content is cringy, just check my like to dislike ratio. Most of my videos have well more than 50% of the people saying they don't like it than he does, because a lot of people on his channel just hate his content. A lot of his videos get a lot of dislikes, and a lot of his stuff is below 50%. So, Saganax, you're just an awful YouTuber.
Also, just to add to that, as a correction, his most popular video does have 4.4 thousand views, but his actually pretty much first video, it's the how to use the revolver in CSGO, like spray pattern easy headshots. The like ratio, there's 15 likes and, 70 dislikes on that video. So, if you measure by views, sure, you may be better than Jake, but if you measure by like ratio, you're shit.
Hugo, what are your thoughts and opinions on Saganax?
My thoughts on Saganax is that he has a very unique way of expressing his own thoughts. There's a lot of people saying that he's a Leafy copy, and in one of the few videos I've seen on him, it seems like that a lot. Besides the fact that he whispers whatever he needs to say. My opinion is I don't really give a shit what he does. I mean, he's a kid, you know, up in Oklahoma or wherever he lives.
He claims he lives in Poland, but we believe that's not true, because in one of his videos he uses the U.S. copyright laws, which only apply to the U.S., not Poland. But he uses that law in his disclaimer. Therefore, we think that he does not live in Poland. He lives in New York or some other state in the United States. What do you think about that? Do you think he lives in Poland? Do you think he's lying?
Well, according from the information you're telling me, that he used U.S. copyright laws in this video, I believe that he's lying about Poland.
Another thing is that we asked him if he lives in Poland, take a picture of something that has that says something that's not in English, or some sort of sign that has like some Polish landmark or street that's not in the U.S. And he said he'll take a picture of his school floor, which is not a landmark, obviously. That is just a floor. I'm pretty sure the floors are the same there as in here, the U.S.
It's a floor.
Yeah.
It's nothing special.
Anything else you want to say about Saganax?
His name's retarded. Saganax. And also, you told me his real name. It's like...
Yeah.
And also, he's a furry, so that's a thing.
Yeah.
A furry.
Any final statements? Because Saganax most likely is watching this.
Hey! I have a friend who's gay and is a furry, so I know how all your friends feel. Not that I'm calling you gay. Maybe.
I believe Saganax is gonna... I don't know, but if he does make a response video, which he claims he won't, but I believe he will. If he does make a response video, he might bring up what I just said as saying, or what, was that you? Yeah. I think what Owen said, he said, or basically we just said that his most popular video has horrible like to dislike ratio. Well, my most popular video, if Saganax does research, which he won't, he's just gonna watch one video and that's gonna be it. But if he does research like we did, he's gonna find that my most popular video, how to get an A+ on any, or how to get 100% on any test, has a horrible like to dislike ratio. Not quite as bad as Saganax, but has a very bad. I would say it's just not good. It's I believe 44 dislikes to 26 likes. And he's gonna bring up saying, "Whoa, look at this hypocrite saying that my most popular video has horrible like to dislike ratio." Well, look at his video. The thing I want to address is my video is clickbait. It was purposely clickbait. It was just a joke. It said how to get an A+ on any test. Well, a bunch of nerds just saw it and they're like, "Oh, dude, this guy's lying," because it was just a joke. They didn't get the joke and they disliked it. Your video, however, is not clickbait. It's not clickbait. A lot of your videos are clickbait, but this one's not clickbait in particular. But you still got dislikes for it.
Yeah, one more. This is a tutorial video. Jake's video is a clickbait video, joke video. This is a tutorial video. And by showing how your terrible like to dislike ratio, people must have found the video shitty and they must have not learned anything from your tutorial video.
I have osteoporosis.
Alright, so something else we have against Mr. Saganax here is that he possibly is a racist, but I wouldn't say he's a racist. I would say that he is insensitive to other people's races. I wouldn't say he's a racist because I don't think he has a malicious intent, but we have multiple occasions, as you've seen flashing up on the screen right here, of him using derogatory terms, specifically the N-word, but they're terms derogatory toward people of color.
So we're going to expose Saganax for how he's a Leafy carbon copy. A carbon copy just means that he's just a copy of Leafy. He just copies a lot of his content. And even how Saganax's old intro used to be, it would pop up and it would have like this, it would say Saga. Well, Leafy is here. He would have the same exact intro, it looks exactly the same. He would shorten it down to Leafy, as Saganax did by shorting it down to Saga. So basically, he claims that he's not a Leafy copy, as you can see right over here, or right next to Owen. But the thing is if he's not a Leafy carbon copy, then first of all, why would he do the same intro? And second of all, basically the lie I'm trying to expose him for is how he claims that he does his own content. Everything he does is original. He doesn't like to copy people, which is completely false. He is a Leafy carbon copy. Even now, he does face cam, and he calls it face cam. You'll have a little clip of I did exposing the face cam, but go ahead on.
And so, one thing he will eventually say to this if he does respond is that he is not a Leafy carbon copy anymore. But shut up, Hambone. But despite being not a Leafy carbon copy anymore, once a Leafy copy, always a Leafy copy.
Yeah.
Okay, this is kind of awkward because I haven't done a facecam video in like 10 years.
Well, I love that too, by the way, calling them facecam videos. You know, for the rest of the planet who isn't afraid to show their face, we just call them videos.
What is up, you guys? Welcome back to a brand new video, and today I am just doing a quick little update. It's school today, and I don't know if I'm gonna do it, but right now I'm fucking at 49 subscribers. I'm really close to 50 subscribers, and I'm definitely gonna make a 50 subscriber special.
Well, where's it at, dipshit?